Rotterdam, and what way to start other than breakfast. Down at the Quays, which is their little food court area where they have the street food, we had pancakes, omelettes and things like that. Very recommended. I would highly recommend going here for breakfast if you haven't already. Then was out for a nice walk. We didn't have much planned in Rotterdam. Obviously we did Amsterdam the day before. So this was just a case of wandering around the city, exploring on foot, seeing what we came across. The weather wasn't great, so we did have a little bit of rain, but the port was quite nice in the fact that the terminal building provided everybody with umbrellas. So that was really nice. So we were able to take our umbrellas, go for a walk and have a look around. Starting off with this wonderful bridge. Over the bridge then, we came to this wonderful looking park. It was really quaint and lots of people here sort of walking their dogs, but it was quite quiet. There weren't many people around and it was really nice just to get that sort of nature feel in the middle of a city. And then we headed over here to the Euromast. Now this is one of the few sort of tourist locations here in Rotterdam, but it wasn't open, so we were just getting some pictures of it before going back along our walk and looking at some of the shops. There's also a few museums and art galleries that we came across. We didn't go in this time, but if we came back, we certainly would. On our way back through town, we went through the Christmas market. This was really quite big. It wasn't specifically a Christmas market, it was just a general market, but they had lots of Christmas things. And then we had some food as well while we were here. We went to a nice place where we had some apple pies, we had some coffee. It was really nice just to stop and have a little bit of a break, hot drink, something to eat. It was really recommended. The place was called Raoul, so do look it up while you're in Rotterdam. They were very friendly and very tourist friendly as well. see behind me is the famous cube houses. Now you can pay about €3 to go inside one of the show houses and have a look at what it looks like inside, see how somebody would live in one of these cube houses. But if you want to go a little bit further, actually a lot of them are available to use on Airbnb, so you can spend your own night in your own little cube. Now if you follow behind me, we have a lovely market that's here in Rotterdam. The market is very large. There's lots of things here, from clothes to food and drink. There's fish, fresh fruit and vegetables, lots of local delicacies, and of course the famous market hall over here to my right, where you can have lots of great fun going to all the shops and restaurants in there, and it is a marvel of architecture in itself. See you soon. We've got our tickets, so for €3, come enjoy and follow me through this cube house. The market hall is not just a market hall, however. This building, opened in 2014 by Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, is actually a complex of apartments, retail space and offices as well. And it has a 4-storey parking garage underneath, which is really good for parking in the city centre. The artwork on the ceiling is an incredibly beautiful thing. It's 11,000 square meters, and the artists that drew it, they basically used fruits, vegetables, seeds, fish, flowers and insects to keep that market hall theme. And actually was selected out of 9 international candidates that bidded to do the artwork. And just a little bit of interesting fun, the file for the actual artwork is 1.47 terabytes, which required special servers to store it on, which is the same same servers even that Pixar used to store their animated movies. So it's really huge piece of art. In the market hall, you can find lots of street food. You can get the local pancakes, you can get coffee, whatever you need to get. There's lots of great things to try, all from unique places. Also, what we found interesting here was all of the escalators around the building all had exhibits, which have all of the things that were found when the area was excavated to build the market hall. And as the evening started to begin, the fog rolled into Rotterdam and it was getting a bit cold, so we thought it would be a good time to head back to the ship, get ready for dinner and enjoy watching our sail away from the port of Rotterdam. Tonight, we planned to go to our specialty dining option, which was Sindhu. Sindhu is an Indian restaurant. It's owned by a Michelin star chef, and the menu has been told to be exquisite. So come along and join us and see what you think. Now, I've eaten specialty dining on many cruise ships on many different cruise lines, from steakhouses to Italian, and this really did hit the mark. It was one of the nicest meals I've had on a cruise. Definitely ended up very full, but the quality of the food was great, the service was great, and just really good flavors. I felt it was worth every penny, and it wasn't really that expensive. But one thing to be aware of is they have recently changed Sindhu so that it is a la carte, not a cover charge per person. So do be aware of that. It does work out better if you're like me and need to have smaller portions or on a diet or anything like that. It serves you better, but for people who like to get their money's worth and like to eat as much as they can on a cover charge, this may make it more expensive for you. Thanks so much for joining us in Amsterdam and in Rotterdam. Really excited for you to follow along and see where we go next. Obviously, please do like and subscribe. It does help me fund all of the content and keep my camera equipment up to date, making sure that I can give you the best quality videos. See you in Le Havre.